Dry land it may be, but you can't help the feeling that some of these drivers are all at sea. Over the years, rallycross, a fast and more often than not furious form of motorsport, has provided spectators with more thrills per minute than practically anything else, and it's fairly easy to see why. Of course, everyone knows that rallycross is not supposed to be a contact formula, but the cars are built strong enough to cope with what the drivers themselves tend to look on as the everyday business of bumps and shunts. Although sometimes it's the engine that goes bang before the drivers do. And in rallycross too, the drivers do sometimes lose their way, like Tershi there in the Peugeot 205. And sometimes, of course, they just can't stay out of the Armco, like Tershi in the Peugeot 205. What you're looking at there used to be a brand new Mercedes, coming second in that disagreement with a Volvo. And now a virtuoso performance, 3 of the very best with Trevor Reeves. 1 in the Armco. 2, missing a car coming the other way. And finally 3, getting away with it altogether. But not for long. In rallycross too, the first corner is always the most difficult. Here's one attempt that works out badly. And here too, drivers seem to head into things for no reason at all. That law of magnetic attraction again. Back at the first corner, things are turning out badly again for a whole bunch of Volvos. You can't help thinking that everyone knew what to expect. Why else would anybody want to race a Volvo? The answer, of course, is because they're terrifically good in these little bumps and shunts, even if they're not terrifically quick. But here's that first corner again. Different cars, different drivers, exactly the same result, this time for the BMW of Roger Sandberg. And here's another crack at it, and we do mean crack, and once again it's the Volvo which goes over, an event almost certainly entirely unconnected with the fact that in Latin, Volvo means I roll. And here's another case of magnetic attraction, but in John Welch we're looking at a driver with real determination, and he just isn't going to give up. Well, not yet anyway. Now watch this pack. Door handling along like this can only cause trouble, and it's the 101 Sierra of Bjorn Skogstad which proves the point. And here's a technique which pilots used to call the victory roll. We've seen it in Formula 3000 earlier on, and here it is in the rough, so to speak. And speaking of rough, this is what happens when the boys start to play rough. Just look at that. Nothing more than pure bully boy tactics that haven't helped anybody. John Welch again in the Astra, narrowly staying out of trouble, although from above you can see that things weren't too good for any of the trio. And they look even worse from ground level.